Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, another rider, another story. Today we're honoured to have a guy from across the channel, our fellow Frenchman, and he's a skateboarder and he's into tattoos. He looks very trendy, and we're just gonna have a chit chat about his history of skateboarding and his love and his motivation and why he does it, and we'll just see where the conversation leads us. So listen and learn. Nice to have you here today.
Yeah, hi, yeah, thank you so much.
So tell us, how did you get into skateboarding, and what motivates you?
Yeah, so I think it's like when I have about 10 years old, I was like in France in the little city. It's what it drives me to skate. It's mainly the video game Tony Hawk Pro Skaters. That was the number 3, and I remember I just discovered the game, and when I play, I was like, oh, I want to try in real life. And I think like most of my 1990s generation, like when we start skateboarding, that was mainly like Tony Hawk Pro Skaters on the PlayStation 2 and those kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What have you? How long did it take you before you got very confident with skateboarding?
Oh wow! So skateboarding is one of the most difficult sport like in the world, because that's before doing very basic trick, which is like ollie and kickflip, all these kind of things. Yeah. It takes 1 year or maybe 2 years. So I will say to be confident, go on the street, jump on the sidewalk and all these kind of things. I think it's definitely not in weeks and months. It's in years. Okay. I would say 1 and 2 years. Yeah.
Have you had any major injuries in practicing?
Yeah, very bad one. So I did I was in competition, amateur in France. I did a national competition, and so yeah, I was kind of local skate shop sponsored, these kind of things. And at the age of 17, I jumped a huge gap of 15 stairs. And so I broke my 2 heels.
You can break your heels?
Heels. It's very rare.
You can break your heels?
It's extremely rare. It's one of the most painful injury in the human body. And so yeah, I broke both, but one on the left was extremely bad. So I still in wheelchair for months. And then I stopped skating for years, not because I couldn't do. It's because I was scared, and it takes me a lot of time to do a kickflip again and having back the confidence. And I still have some issue, or I don't do crazy things anymore. Now I'm 31, and based on that, it's now I'm chilling, it's but yeah, skateboarding is part of my life. Yeah.
How exactly did you break your heels? Because that sounds very hard. So both heels at the same time.
Yeah, both. So I think it's because there is a low speed, a very low speed, and very the gap, we say a gap that was very high. So I think it was very high, and my speed was too slow, and I think I barely remember, but that was the shock was mainly on the last stair. Yeah. So I jumped I think
so
I was.
You came down. Did you come down on the board, or did you come down on the stairs?
On the last stairs, yeah.
So you came off the board.
Yeah.
Your heels just hit the stairs.
Yeah, I kind of imagine, because it's very rare. I can imagine that it was fragilized over the years and gaps. So I think it's also part of my body condition, I will say. I think it's just bad luck. But yeah, it's terrible, and it's very hard to break this. But when it's broken, I can guarantee you the pain. It's absolutely insane.
So how did they fix it? They put it in their cast pins.
So there is 2 solutions, right? The one solution is to keep it. It's if it's not too much broken, you can just having a kind of surrounding and stay for weeks and months without moving, and then there is like a education, and also you have like, you know, like a screw, like it's kind of like metal into it. But metal things, it's very very important surgery, and if it's possible, the first solution is better. And with the surgery, my parent and I, we decided to have the first solution, because with all the metal, you don't have any move anymore. It's fixed forever. So I'm very happy to choose the first solution, because now I can walk, I can run, and I can skate a little bit. Yeah.
What did your parents say when they found that out?
Like when they found me like in wheelchair.
when they found that you'd broken your heels.
Well, it's like, so, I'm not dead. I'm still there. This is just like, it looks scary, but it's at the end it was okay. Just like more scared than something else. And it's like my parent, like also like I have my injury of my teeth. My toe, my knees, my clavicle. So that's not the first time. It's like skateboard is very dangerous. Like it's pretty. My how do you say, like the bones in your butt?
Oh, your a hip bone.
Yeah. That one is really painful.
You broke that as well.
Not broke, but
you land badly.
Exactly. Yeah. Land badly.
Tailbone.
Yeah, and I had like a pillow, like a special pillow for a week.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
But sitting down on the toilet would have been painful.
Yes. Everything is very painful. Like just like sit on the table in the restaurant, or like eating. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. What would you say you've learned that you wish you knew when you had started skateboarding?
So I think I'm just talking about like not only me, but more like the skateboard community, because I'm very close to the community in general. And so I will say, like, the skateboard learns you one main thing. It's like, because it's so difficult, and when to land a tricks, you need to repeat like a dozen and 1,000 of time, but you fail. So you literally fail. But what you do to achieve the tricks, finally, you go back on your board. So this is the main reason I really, really love skateboarding, because it teaches me that never like never give up, and keep going and fall and go back on your board, and whatever is for interview, like for a job, for like in life, like in professional, like everything that's learned me, and this is why I'm still find that this sport it's wonderful.
Well, you're living in England now.
Yeah.
What brought you to England? And what did you think of England when you first got here?
The first thing is like the diversity, because I used to live like in Paris for so I'm from the west part, but I live in Paris and I work there, I study design there for 8 years. But now it's like when I came here, I was like, oh wow, the diversity, it's quite insane. The lot of culture, the look of people, it's like so different, which is like to compare to Paris, where everybody is the same.
I thought Paris was quite diverse as well.
It's diverse, but it is. But here, oh my God, there's like nationality that you can't find in Paris. It's quite insane. It's like, it's, in my opinion, it's like, and also not about like, it's more like a culture of acceptation of like every people. It's like a big gathering of like a diversity of citizenship or something like that. I think it's good. I have a lot of tattoos, a skater style, but I have 31 and it's okay, which is like my opinion, like, as it's in Paris, I'm look young, and people don't think maybe I have a good job or something like that.
Oh yeah, they stereotype you.
Yeah, exactly. Categorize people, I will say.
So what do you do for a living?
So I'm a product designer for Facebook.
Okay, that's interesting. So tell us about that. What does that mean that you do? What's your job role?
Yeah, so I'm working on the reality lab, which is like the department of Facebook about like virtual reality and augmented reality. So I'm working on all the creating the technology behind the experience of augmented reality experiences, which is like basically the filters, like through the camera of Instagram and Facebook. I'm working on the tool called like Chriskere. Like this is software for doing like the filters, doing like a face tracker, filters and like a shaders and all this kind of experience.
Okay. Okay. I'm a bit confused, to be honest. When you say the reality,
yeah,
what is that exactly?
Augmented reality, which is like, so basically this is like through your camera or your phone when you do like a stories for Instagram. You just so you have like a different like AR filters, which is like something on your face, like AR makeup, so all these kind of things.
Know. Like what was that thing where the girls used to have
exactly
bunny ears?
Yeah.
What was that app? Was that on Instagram where they're doing that? There's Instagram, wasn't it?
So there is. I think it's like right now there is like a big major like candidate in the market, which is like Facebook and Snapchat.
Yes, it's Snapchat that used to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because now everybody's forgotten about Snapchat. Now it's TikTok.
Yeah, it's TikTok. It's TikTok as well. Yeah, I totally forgot. But yeah, this is like a big major on the scene. Yeah, definitely. So there is three actually. I forgot about it. This is like a real strong competitor, and we are watching all the time. Yeah. TikTok.
Watching what they do. But TikTok's very addictive.
Yeah.
Oh, if I turn that on in the morning. If I say I'm going to have a glimpse, I could be there for an hour, just click, scroll. It's really repetitive. It's dangerous for me.
Oh yeah, I think it's like...
It stops me doing what I need to be doing.
Yeah, I kind of have like the same things with like Instagram. We launch like Reels, which is like a kind of like based on your... it's like you are discovering like things based on a one entry point, and you just like scroll down and just like a content with another content, and so yeah, me before going to bed, I like like without not thinking about anything and watching like unstressful or like weird funny things, and so yeah, I like scrolling down for hours, and I know.
Was it hard getting a job for Facebook?
The interview process is quite strong. Yeah, there's a lot. It takes not one day. It takes like several weeks. There was like multiple interview. I think it's like between like 6 or 8 interviews, something like that. Yeah.
Have you worked for Facebook for a long time?
I've been working for 2 years and a half.
Okay, so what were you doing before then?
I was working as a product designer in the startups in Paris. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of the same kind of always like mobile application, mobile like experiences.
So what made you want to come to London then?
I challenged myself, just like discover a new culture. Like I think it's also part of my career as a designer. Having like Facebook like on the resume is pretty good, but also like I really wanted to experience like a big company, and I kind of fell in love with like the culture of that company. It's just like it's pretty cool to work there. Yeah, and also like speaking English with you, because that is my native English, my native language. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have a.
What was the route of education that you've got? You studied, what did you study in school? You studied a degree?
Yeah, design. Yeah.
Design degree?
Design degree, exactly.
Do you have A-levels in France?
A-levels, yeah, I guess.
A-levels, you heard of A-levels?
No, I'm not aware about it, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a master, right?
No, it's lower. A-levels is below a degree.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to understand what you studied from school.
I think it's bachelor, or like a bachelor, yeah. It's like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 3 years after like high school, I would say. It's like a specific school, which is like you study design for 3 years, yeah.
What's the future hold for you?
Oh, me?
You've done quite a bit. You've done the skateboarding. You're in the Facebook.
Yeah.
You're a traveller. So what does the future hold for you?
I think I will stay a little bit like in UK, but I'm thinking about like moving to New York, maybe working for I don't know, like Instagram or I don't know, maybe in California, in San Francisco. I don't know. US would be great. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Probably.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you could go and work for TikTok. I'd be interested to see TikTok's working environment. Because everybody knows about Google, they know about Facebook.
Yeah.
But I haven't really met anybody, like, where's TikTok's main office? What are they doing? What are their work ethic? Is it very Chinese culture or is it a Western culture? Do you see what I mean? I'll be interested.
I think it's both now, yeah. I'm not aware about like exactly what's happened internally, but I think it's an interesting product, and who knows?
Yeah, I understand. That's good. My last question to you is, what's the impact you want to have on the world?
You mean, I will say, I don't know, like doing the things what I like. It's like, I don't know, I was just like be happy. I don't know. It's like, it's a hard question. It's like,
okay, well, no problem. I've had one or two people who couldn't answer it.
Yeah.
So
it's quite cool.
It's just, when I ask that question, it's about where do you really want to go in life? And some people are just free spirits. Other people are planned.
Yeah.
And some people just don't know. They've never thought about it. So there's never a wrong answer or a right answer.
No, yeah, true.
It's just something
imagine.
from us to leave with you. It's called the part of sharing the gift.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Where can people find you if they want to find you?
Instagram.
Yeah. What's your Instagram?
Chriskere. So it's CHRIS. It's KERE. Yeah, Chriskere.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, and we wish you well. Guys, as normal, the links will be in the page below. Thanks a lot and have a good day. We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.